Okay, we're gonna talk about success in a different way, right? So let's talk about this as a perspective. Okay, so I wanted to do a book review on this, and I will do a book review on it, but I just want, since this book is so great that it should be on your bookshelf, it should be on, you need this, like, you need this inside your head, right? It's still, to this day, when I read this great book, it's still inside my head. It's a voice, it says, success, there's a difference between success and failures, and I will talk about that. But I also talk about philosophy, philosophy, I love my friend, my Chinese friend, but I remember he talked about he hate philosophy. But whether you hate philosophy or not, even if, let's say you are into philosophy, which philosophy is, philo is love, Sophia, of course the name Sophia is wisdom. So it is the love of wisdom, philosophy, right? Now, when it comes to philosophy, of course philosophy matters because we have our own philosophy, how we view the world. That's philosophy. Philosophy is how we interact with people. Philosophy with how we deal with people. When it comes to people being successful, it's the slight edge, right? It's the thing that you do are mundane. Mundane meaning it's boring, that in the book, The Compound Effect of Darren Hartley, where he talked about there's no secret to success. It's the little things that add up over time. Now, when I was starting off, doing personal development, I was reading a whole bunch of books. Now, it was crazy because, a lot of successful people, like Brian Tracy, and even this book talk about double the rate of failure. You should double the rate of failure. But it's failure where you're not attacking your goal, but you're failing toward, you're learning something, right? Let's say you have a goal, right? And you don't know how to reach this goal yet. But in the process of, you don't need to know how, but as you go towards that goal that you want to accomplish, let's say a skill that you want to acquire, right? But you fail a lot. But what happened in that failure, I remember I was trying to develop a skill. I need to still work on it, but when I was developing a skill, and what happened is I failed. At first, I didn't know how to develop that skill. And I was like, wait, how am I don't know how to develop this skill. And as I developed the skill, what happened is I tripped over, but then I got help, and I started learning about it, and then I start practicing in the real world or practicing it online and stuff like that, and little by little I get better and better. That's what failure is. I think we shouldn't avoid failure. I think most people avoid failure because they're too scared to fail in front of people. One of my favorite CEO, Gary Vee, said he's not afraid to fail in front of you. But of course, his philosophy is sometimes it's extreme and stuff like that, but I still love him. Now, just a slight edge. If we want to reach this goal, if we want to let's say, care about our health, our relationship, it's the small things, it's easy to do and it's easy not to do it. Every time when I try to go to do, let's say, workout, maybe for 15 minutes or not, because I'm busy. See, the thing is, if you're busy and you have an excuse, then there's no reason, because I believe that in order to become successful in life, in Lewis Howes' book, you talk about, if you want to become successful, your body is the most important. You can have all the money in the world. I was reading somewhat, I didn't read the whole book yet, but I do have it. It's called the Bulletproof Diet, or Bulletproof, I can't remember what it was. But he was overweight, 300 pounds, and not 300, but he probably over 300 pounds, and he had millions of dollars, and he was unhappy, and he was overweight. So all those, money wouldn't do you good unless you work on your body. Your body is your temple, and your body is wealth. It truly is. And when you work on your body, it doesn't have to be, you can start off, small, and then you can do it longer, And when it comes to success, there's a difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. They say where basically so basically he referring to, what's his name, Jeff. We're referring to, we have abundance of how-to books, you can click on Google, you have how-to, right? And then you have how-to YouTube videos, all that, right? But it's not the how-to. It's about it's about the philosophy of the how-to, right? It's about the attitude, towards, because what Jeff says that in the slide edge is that even if you have all the how-to, all the prep talk from this video, prep from your friend and family, but what happens is you get back to the same old habit again, and there go the health of your body, the relationship, all those stuff you could have been doing. Now, it's talk about mundane stuff. It's talk about you don't have to read a book. It talk about reading a book at 10 pages a day, but a compound you would read 3,600, if something like that. But it's the difference between, see, for instance, it's easy to do, right? Read, but it's easy not to do. Sometimes we procrastinate out of fear. But if we understand how success, it's the difference between, a lot of people they want results right away, losing weight right away. But it takes time. It takes time to build that momentum. It takes time to be able to increase your intelligence, to increase the level of awareness, the knowledge that you have, because it takes time. But I believe that if you're busy, you do have time, like from maybe 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes to work out. We live in a day and age. Even if you work at a restaurant, I know how hard this restaurant is. Then you have the choice. Either you do it in the morning, or you do it at night, and you just run in place or jog and do push-ups, stuff like that. Make your health body and drink water, stuff like that. But it's easy not to do. But it's easy to do, right? Now, when we're talking about success, society nowadays, success is about the car, the money, the big house, the stuff that make people really unhappy. More than unhappy, more like stress, right? But I believe that success also people can view it, if you're successful, you have all the degrees, all the stuff that people ever wanted, but truly success, it's not. I believe that if we have all those things, then I remember Gary Vee talking about success. You can have a lot of money. If you're unhappy, then that's not successful. When we view success, it's about happiness and joy, right? When we live to our fullest potential, or pull something out of us that we never had reached before. For me, my success, my happiness is probably different from yours. I think I said that in a couple of my videos. But success, what success mean to me may be different from yours. Your success is different from mine. Mine is all about growth and challenges. Challenges as in making me grow, make me stretch, right? It make me aware of my ability, of I can reach more. The thing that I do today, I look back a couple of months ago, and I couldn't believe that I was that person who didn't have that skill yet. I was unaware how to do it. I had this goal, and I didn't know how to reach it. But I was developing. It was a challenge, and I was keep asking questions, keep watching videos, getting people to help me. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for people to help me. And then, bam, I developed that skill. Not perfect yet, but I developed it. It's not easy, but I like it. Now, my next goal is to see how far I can go with that skill. Now, I want to do bigger with that skill. I want to do reach more pull pull more of my potential that I never did, you know. So anyway, it's different from yours. I don't know what it could be. Your family. I know I had a friend online. Her happiness is her family. You know, her kids, her husband. People happiness is either hanging out with friends. I guess that's it. But my happiness is about growth, about joy, and about what I want to do and sharing with you. You know, I want to see you grow. I want to see you become successful. So that's why I put out content each and every day. Not all the time. Well, not every day, but try to, right? Now, oh yeah, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, you know, they read different books, you know. He's not bashing on novels, but if you want to get ahead of in your life, you have to read like book that will change your paradigm, change your mind, change your awareness, change your skill set. You know, we're here to develop our skill set, our knowledge. I believe that if you're not living the life you truly wants, then you truly have failed it. You know, you truly have given up on yourself. I believe that if you've given up on life, then you have given up on yourself. Boom, right? And then when you give up yourself, you've given up all the dreams, all the things that you could have done today. It starts today, you know. No matter what you do, if you want to develop the skill, it doesn't start, you know, 5 years from now. It doesn't start 5 months from now. It starts today. You know, I remember I wanted to develop the skill. Remember the skill that I talked about. Now, what is I didn't start 5 years. You know, if I start 5 years from now, it would take me too long. I started the last couple of months ago until I reached now. That's the skill that I have now. No. That's the difference. And when you double the rate of failure, it's about failures. It's about failure, but you're adjusting and you learn from that failure. Otherwise, if you don't learn from your failure, it's just a mistake, right? I believe that failures and mistakes are learning experience, and where you learn from it and you adjust and you develop the knowledge and skills along the way. If you keep failing and don't learn from it, you have made a mistake. But you fail, you learn. See, here's the thing. Let's say you want to learn a skill. You fail, right? It may look like a failure, but you learn from it. You watch video, get advice, you ask questions. What happens? You get better. But what happens is you trip up again, you fail again. It become your failures become your upside. It become where the thing that you develop the skills. You know, everybody fails, so you shouldn't be like, you know, school tell you to avoid failure. Failure isn't fatal. It becomes fatal if you give up on trying, you give up on the thing that you're trying to achieve. That's pretty much it. Now, if you like the talk that I gave you and you become aware that it's about changing your perspective, if you will, the slight edge. Like, it's the small thing that counts. You know, everything counts, of course. You know, when you want to become successful so bad, it's you know, nobody wants to say it take time, but it's everything great take time. Everything worthwhile, you know, it takes a lot of time, but most people don't want to hear that, but of course I'm telling you now. So I'll probably do a book review on this. Kind of did a talk, but great book. Should be on your shelf, should be on everybody's shelf for that matter. So if you want more talk on books, and also when I talk about books, here's the thing. When I talk about books, for me, books is not just to accumulate just for the sake of accumulating. I mean, I like reading, of course, but for instance, what did you get out of today? You know what? Let's put it this way. Since I was talking about applying and executing, what did you learn about today? Well, it's easy to do. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do. So how are you gonna apply that in your life? It's about the small stuff. Let's say you wanna work out, or you wanna get fit, or you wanna get better shape. You start small. You start working out. Let's say you jog in place. You do a little push-up, 5 push-ups, or something like that. Small. It's not big. That's applying. If you want to work on your communication skill, relationship, your leadership, any type of skill you want to learn, just start small, and over time you will see a big difference. I see a big difference, you know. Well, this book suggests that you should read 10 pages a day, you know, it accumulates over time. I read a lot of books, and what I see is, at first, I didn't like it because, I like to accumulate knowledge, but I didn't like it at first because I didn't see the result right away. It didn't happen the way I wanted to. I mean, sure, I read a book like Power of Charm and I apply it. but over time I didn't see the result. But I did see results now that I see back then, that I have more knowledge, more skill set than I had before, more awareness, more self-awareness, more the courage to be able to go do what I need to do. So subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I do personal development, self-help books, law of attraction, stuff like that. I believe that all these books are great, but I don't know, I'll see.